How's my hair?
Good. Good. Looks good.
Yeah.
How's mine?
It's rocking.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Hi. Welcome to Whatnots. This is our show where we talk about whatnots. Whatever we feel like talking about. It doesn't matter.
No.
I'm Randy.
I'm Todd.
And this is the show. Basically, all we're going to do is just talk about random things that we like or don't like, or we want to make fun of them profusely. Up first on this show, this is the first episode we have ever shot of Whatnots. So if it sucks, we didn't know. This was the pilot.
We'll see how it goes. I have good feelings about it.
I have terrible feelings. I'm pretty sure this is going to be catastrophic.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's up first?
Well, what's up first is alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere underneath this table right here. Don't mind my reach.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Ooh. We've got a little Black Maker root beer liqueur that we're going to be adding to our official mugs for the show Whatnots. These are very official. We made them 5 minutes before we shot this.
They're custom.
Yeah, they're custom. You can order them online eventually, and whatever. They'll be better. So, all right.
Or they won't. I mean, you'll just get a Sharpie marker on a mug.
You'll just get Sharpie. This is dry erase too, so basically don't ever wash your mug. If you get one from us, you won't be able to wash it. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna put a little bit of this in this, like so. Oh, that end is really gross looking. Look at that. You can see that at home, internet people. All right.
A little sugary buildup.
I'm just gonna put a little bit in.
Naturally.
Gonna put a little bit in. You ready?
Yeah.
You want some?
Yeah, hit me.
All right. Here we go. You say when.
Oh, I'll tell you when. Okay, that's good. Maybe a little more.
Never mind. We're almost out. This is gonna cost me I'm gonna have to spend $13 on this. This is a lot of money.
I think that's worth it. I mean, my coffee tastes like root beer now.
That's good.
Yeah.
And root beer coffee is, cheers.
Oh yeah, cheers.
Root beer coffee is the way to go. So you're all probably wondering, is this just a show about people who drink coffee and put alcohol in their coffee, or is it a show about whatnots?
It's
actually a show about coffee. So
yeah, where did these beans come from?
I think they came from Aldi.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's a good time of year.
The mystical land of Aldi.
To get your Aldi beans.
So what we're going to be doing on this very first episode, our inaugural episode, I guess inaugural, we're going to be covering some movies. I'm a big fan of Blu-rays, big fan of DVDs, big fan of movies, TV, all that good stuff. I'm assuming at home you're watching this, you probably are too. I wanted to talk about, actually, since it's the age of Halloween, as they say, we're going to be talking about some documentaries that I'm a big fan of, one of which just recently came out. So first up, oh my goodness, here we go. All right,
What do we got here?
this is a documentary called Crystal Lake Memories.
Cool.
I don't know whether you can see it at home. I'm gonna shake it so you can't quite see it. So there we go. Crystal Lake Memories is an exhaustive 400-minute long documentary about the Friday the 13th series. It is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a huge Friday the 13th fan, and so this actually came out a couple years ago and it has been re-released. When it first came out, I immediately watched it. I mean, it took me days to watch it because it's like there's like a good, almost anywhere from an hour to a half hour per movie. It even covers the poopy movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So with some clarity. It's a 2-disc set. It has a commentary from the actual people who put this together. They do a feature-length commentary. So this is a 400-minute documentary, ladies and gentlemen, with a feature-length commentary. So that is, I highly recommend it. It's pretty awesome. Here you can hold it up for the audience while I pull out the second movie. That is actually kind of a sequel in some ways. Not really, but it is a companion film to the Never Sleep Again documentary, which was produced, I think in 2009 or something. It doesn't matter. You don't care when it was made. This is also, I want to say this is also close to it's 300 minutes long or something. It's several hours dedicated entirely to the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. It has some fantastic interviews with the late Wes Craven, and just a myriad of information. We just heard a weird squeaky sound back there.
Was that your cat?
I don't know. Internet people, I don't know. If you heard it, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't care. So basically, this Nightmare on Elm Street documentary and this Crystal Lake documentary are absolutely fantastic. And that's why we're here today, is to talk to you about how awesome it is. And maybe to talk a little bit about our favorite Friday the 13th, favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Does mine stand up?
Yours should stand up.
It's gonna stand up.
It's gonna stand up.
I don't need to hold this.
Yeah. So what is your favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film?
Nightmare on Elm Street. Gosh. I'm a fan of the first one for sure.
First one?
I just rewatched it not too long ago. Oddly enough, right before I fell asleep. So I never,
always good.
Yeah, I didn't finish watching it because I fell asleep during it. But no, yeah, that was a good one. I mean, the effects alone, he was a lot scarier in the first one.
He was really scary in the first one.
Yeah, didn't really have that comedic aspect to him just yet.
I much prefer Scary Freddy.
Yeah, it was a neat progression though to see throughout the movies, especially like watching Freddy vs. Jason, and then going back and watching the first one. It's like, is this the same guy? Like, where did he develop that sort of sense of humor?
When did a child molesting, like child murderer, become like the hero of the story?
Right.
Like, it's a weird, that's like a really weird thing to do. But I Funny Freddy is interesting. It's a nice piece of nostalgia. But I'm with you. I think the first film is the best one. I really like the second film, which is a kind of an unpopular opinion. I actually wrote an essay about how much I liked that film like last year. Maybe I'll post it somewhere. I don't know, in the comments or something, whatever. And I think the second one's funny because it's like a homoerotic classic, which is what makes it really, really funny. It's funny, and it kind of has like it is also kind of carries the trend of Freddy being creepy, and kind of gives you an insight into the seductive version of Freddy, the version that got him to bring in those kids in the first place, and sort of to be that way. You get an idea of how that seduction worked. And Mark Patton is really awesome, and he's the star. He's the only male hero in the series. Usually they're female heroes. Mark Patton is the scream queen of that film. And there's a whole lot of fun dialogue, like Freddy's trying to come out of me, and there's all this very, very fun homoerotic subtext. It's a wonderful film, and it is covered delightfully in that documentary. Now, Friday the 13th.
Yes.
What's your favorite one?
Oh man, I don't know. Like, I can't really pick a favorite because the newer ones, so much more different than the originals. Because
it is a funny streak too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. With Jason X, especially.
Jason X,
which is what I'm comparing to, like, the first Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Friday the 13th. Part 6 has a jokey tone. Like there's a scene where like Jason kills somebody, and there's like credit cards in the water, and sort of designed for you to say don't leave home without it, like as the credit cards are floating. Like there's just funny jokes in there. But favorite
oh gosh, I don't know. Yeah, probably Jason X.
Jason X is like the greatest hits of all of them, because you gotta it's so ridiculous.
Right. Now, that's not to say that I don't appreciate everything else, because the first one was epic. I mean, I love Tom Savini's work. But I don't know. I'm just naturally drawn to like the more goofier, sort of campier stuff. But still really appreciate the storytelling in the first one. Especially just because, I mean, Voorhees or Jason doesn't show up until last 2 seconds. Yeah,
he's kind of, and he's maybe even a ghost in the first movie, because it wasn't really intended to be like a series at that point. I don't think they understood what it could be. And then they made up their minds that they were going to do a sequel, and the rest is history. For me, my favorite one is part 4. Which the name of it is completely the final chapter, I think, Friday the 13th final chapter, which is not the final chapter by any stretch of the imagination. But definitely my favorite. Corey Feldman is in that one, which is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he plays like kind of a Tom Savini-esque like makeup kid. He's like probably like 12 or something when he's in it. It's really tiny little Corey Feldman, little baby Feldman. And, I just like it because it's got Crispin Glover, and Crispin Glover is weird as shit in the movie, and it's awesome. And I really love the cast. I really love the crew. you know, it's a that one for me is my favorite. Jason X though is up there just for pure camp value because it's so funny.
The deaths alone were hilarious.
The sleeping bag scene, which they had done in I think the 7th film, the New Blood or whatever. Okay. They had done the scene where he puts somebody in a sleeping bag and bangs them against a tree. In I think the 7, he just does it like he just throws them against the tree once, and then in like Jason X, he's just like bam, bam, bam.
It's like
just hilarious. Yeah. So, and he's in space, and it's just so ridiculous. So, those are our favorites, and these are the documentaries. If you are a fan of either film series or both film series, most definitely check these out. These are seriously, they're fucking amazing, and they're the most exhaustive documentaries you will ever find on classic horror franchises from the 80s. So, be sure to check them out. So that's today's Whatnots.
Dig it.
Yeah.
That's a whatnot.
That's a whatnot. That's a whatnot. That's a wrap of a whatnot. So we will see you next time where we will cover more weird random shit or movies or whatever the fuck we feel like because it's our show. Mm-hmm. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Whatever.
I'm not that sorry.
He's not. But
we'll see ya.
Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to follow us on Twitter. I'm R.L. Schaefer Writes. You are
Todd Jacobison, which is easy to spell.
Yeah, we'll put it in the little description box.
Right.
So be sure to subscribe. Be sure to check us out. We'll have more episodes coming up in hopefully a week or two. Take care.